All right, on to level 3B. Another rare part score. Just 2 spades. Seems so innocuous. Okay, spades are looking good. 3 heart losers. Potentially a club for 4. Potentially 2 diamonds for 6. One more than we can afford. Fair enough. This does look like another elimination. Or elimination and throw-in. You have this kind of mirror distribution that's a decent sign that an elimination may be possible. It helps when you have the same number of cards in each suit when you're trying to eliminate that suit. In general, mirror distribution is pretty poor. Like in this case, we have 3 heart losers because we unfortunately both have 3 small hearts. If it was 4 hearts and 2 hearts, we could get some roughs. So mirror distribution is pretty bad in general, but actually kind of nice when it comes to trying for an elimination. And the elimination I have in mind is trying to get an opponent to lead diamonds. If lefty leads a diamond, we put up like the 7. If they play the ace, we have our 2 diamond tricks. If they play the jack, we win with the king. And again, we have 2 diamond tricks. We'll just drive out the ace. We're only missing the ace and the jack. And so basically we just have to not lose the ace and jack of diamonds. There's a club finesse, of course. But we should be able to obviate the need for a club finesse by playing for an elimination instead. And so that means getting rid of spades, hearts, and clubs in the opposing hands. Well, sorry, getting rid of, rather, hearts and clubs in our hand, spades in their hand, and then throwing them in. Actually, a good question is, how are we going to do that throw-in? Well, the idea is going to be to play the ace of clubs, and then the queen of clubs is going to be our throw-in card. Somebody will have to win that with the king. Because if they don't, then we've just gotten rid of a club loser. Lost a loser. And then we'll just lose 3 hearts and potentially 2 diamonds, and we'll be fine. Okay, they probably take 3 hearts right away. Eliminating hearts for us. Alright. Ooh, okay. And importantly, as long as we see that we have this elimination coming, we should not be goaded into taking the club finesse. We do not need to. We have 100% line on this hand. As long as the ace of clubs doesn't get roughed, which would be very unfortunate. Okay, so ace of clubs. Let's draw a trump. One more round. And now everything is ready. Opponents have no more trump. We have a trump in each hand, which means we have that threat of a rough and slough. Hearts are eliminated. Clubs will be eliminated as we throw them in. Sometimes we can do the elimination and then do the throw-in, potentially in the trump suit. Sometimes you can even do the throw-in in the suit that you're trying to avoid a loser in. Like you take a finesse, but then if it loses, then someone's on lead and now they've been thrown in. But here, yeah, our elimination will be with the last throw-in card. Someone wins the king of clubs, and now they have no answer. We can rough and slough a diamond, and now we'll lose at most 1 diamond. And presumably, exactly 1 diamond. It'd be quite something if they failed to take the ace. And nobody cares where the jack is. Yep, pretty much away 100% line. Alright, 4 hearts. Potential heart loser, spade loser, and even 3 diamond losers. So that's 5 losers in total. Sorry, did I say spade loser? Sorry, just a heart and 3 diamonds. Spades are fine. So we don't want to lose a heart and 3 diamonds. Also looking for some throw-in potential. Because we do have this diamond finesse that ideally, rather than taking the diamond finesse ourselves, we would let someone else do it. But I think a bigger theme in this hand is just that we have an easy way of getting rid of a diamond with an extra spade winner. And that would be fine, right? If we just lost 1 heart and 2 diamonds, we'd be good to go. But we would have to draw trump first before using the spade winner. And if we draw trump, there's every possibility that righty gets on lead and leads a diamond through before we get a chance to pitch the diamond. So this looks more like an avoidance hand. We would like to keep east off lead. Because if we can keep east off lead, then we can just use our spade winner to pitch a diamond. So while the normal thing to do in hearts would be to play, run the queen of hearts, there's like a little more benefit to playing ace and another. In that we win whenever West has the king of hearts anyways, because they can't attack diamonds. But we also win when East has the singleton king of hearts, which is a line or something we would lose to if we ran the queen of hearts. We don't actually mind losing a heart, as long as we lose it to West. Can we do anything more in this hand besides just play the ace of hearts first? I don't see anything much. On principle, I'm going to eliminate clubs, but I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, it just looks like ace of hearts to me is the right choice. Maybe there's more we can do. Hey, we are rewarded. Okay, yeah, the point here is just to take the anti-percentage line in hearts to increase the chance that East does not get on lead. I think that was all the hearts, right? All right. And look at that. We're even extra rewarded for the anti-percentage line this time because we actually get an overtrick by not having a heart loser. All right, real contracts now. Let's go. Okay, 6 hearts, pretty good. Hearts looking fine. We're losing our spade right away, so we'll have to avoid any other losers. At a glance, this seems pretty safe. We've got no losers in diamonds, no losers in clubs, no losers in hearts. So the main threat then is potentially the fact that we're going to get tapped in hearts once here. So we can't do anything about this first spade, and we necessarily must rough the next spade. But we need to just be a little bit careful, because the only way we can go down right now is if somebody has 4 hearts. And we rough again, in which case we'll manufacture a heart loser where no heart loser existed. As I mentioned previously, we should be concerned about taking roughs in the long hand when possible. We'd like to avoid it when possible. And a potential danger there is that we do have this blockage in diamonds. If we take 2 diamonds, we need to get some way back to our hand. If we drew trump right now, like let's say trump were 4-0, and we were like, oh, let's draw all the trump, then diamonds would be blocked, and that'd be a problem. It looks like we're going to need to take diamond and then use a heart back to our hand. Because if we take 2 diamonds and then we rough back to our hand, that might be a problem. I sure would like to draw what looks like 2 rounds of trump. That way at least somebody's out of hearts. So 2 rounds of trump, ace king of diamond, and I leave myself the heart entry back. Actually, I guess if trumps turn out to be 3-2, then I absolutely can't rough. So I should take 2 rounds of hearts just to see how trumps are splitting. Because if they're splitting 3-2, I should draw the rest of the trump and just use the rough back. But when they're 4-1, I'm gonna have to risk the ace king of diamonds holding up. Okay, how are these splitting? Not 5-0. That's a good first hurdle. Okay, and they are 4-1. So it would be fatal to take Ace King of Diamonds and Ruff back. Not sure if there's any other safety measures I can take here. I think I'm just gonna have to hope 2 rounds of diamonds hold up. Oh, there's something deeper. All right. Let me look further. Okay, those first 2 tricks are, of course, forced. So our concern here potentially is someone has 4 hearts and a short diamond. Oh, could I do something a little exciting, like throwing away the King of Diamonds on my last round of hearts? Just to help unblock the suit? Ooh, I think that might be good. We've seen some plays like that before. This feels a little bit different, but similar idea. So we take 2 rounds of hearts. We find out that these are splitting poorly. All right. We risk just 1 round of diamonds to start unblocking the suit. Come back to draw the rest of the hearts, but along the way we throw out the King of Diamonds, thus unblocking the suit while only playing 1 diamond and not 2. There we go. Find just the safest way. We don't actually need that Ace of Diamonds because our diamonds are so good. All right. All right, 6 hearts. Hearts looking good. Diamonds looking, or spades looking good. Diamonds a potential loser, and clubs also a potential loser if they're not splitting well. All right. We if we let this come around to the queen and it wins, it seems like we would just be good to go. We have no diamond loser. Call it a day. If East plays, if we duck now and East plays the king, we will actually have an extra diamond winner in the Ace of Diamonds, which we could use to pitch a club. But East can then turn around and play a spade at us and force us to use the Ace of Spades entry before we're ready, before diamonds are unblocked. So that's certainly a problem in and of itself. If we take the ace here, we don't have any extra diamond winners. It seems like if we let this go and it goes King of Diamonds, spade up to the ace, we'd have to rely on club splitting. But if we take the Ace of Diamonds, also at the moment it seems like we'd have to rely on club splitting. Oh. Though what we could do is we could play low. Because we have the 9 of diamonds here, if we play low and East plays the king, we could unblock the queen and then later take a diamond finesse against West's presumed 10. And that would still give us the 2 diamond tricks. West either has the 10 of diamonds or they're leading from 2 diamonds. In which case East has 6. And we might not have found out about that on the auction, but willing to take that chance. Yeah, that looks quite promising. So we're going to unblock the queen. That way we actually have a diamond finesse we can take later. I assume they play a spade, indeed. Knock out that entry. But that's okay. We'll draw a trump. And take the diamond finesse. Oh, sorry. This is an error. Be a little bit more careful about that. We should not take the diamond finesse until we actually play the clubs. Oops. I've ruined West's hand. Oops. All right. We test clubs first. No reason to take the diamond finesse because West might have had Jack Doubleton. So we should make sure these aren't splitting and then do the diamond finesse. And I appear to have ruined the hand. East is missing some cards now. All right, I think we'll just move on to the next deal. Okay. Nowadays, this would tend to be a Texas transfer. But here is just a natural heart sign-off in game. A good bid if that's in the system. All right, so we could be losing a heart. It could be 2 hearts on a really bad day. Give East Queen Jack 4th. So it could be 2 hearts, a spade, and 2 clubs. So we're gonna have to avoid 2 of these losers. Hearts, more likely it's 1 loser than 2 by a long shot. But we don't want to lose club, club, spade, heart. And this spade lead is certainly going to expose a spade loser. Given enough time in clubs, we could pitch a spade, but this spade loser is going to be exposed right away. So I don't think that can work. Can we make any use of this Queen of Spades? So playing the Queen of Spades now has a chance of working. West can have King Jack 10 and lead this. We don't know much about their hands. If we don't take the queen now, can we make use of it later? It is a finesse you could do later. We could take the ace, then later lead the 2 to the queen. But even if that finesse works, what are we going to do with the extra winner in spades? There's no other losers to pitch on it. They could just grab their clubs at that point. But I don't see any way of using the Queen of Spades later in the hand. It seems like we should try it now. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do with it later. Seems like it's worth trying. Any reason to duck here? We are losing a spade either way. At this point, we're pretty resigned to playing hearts for no losers. I don't see the benefit of ducking. So we could bang down Ace King of Hearts if we're trying to play for no losers. If we play the Ace of Hearts and righty drops an honor, it is best to come back and finesse West rather than to play for Doubleton for the Queen Jack Doubleton for complicated reasons. Which, if I'm right, will be in the video. If I'm not right about the hand, then maybe they won't be in this video. Yeah, let's see. So take the ace. Okay, and yep, there we go. There is indeed an honor dropped from Jack for the Jack from East. So let's take the heart finesse on the next round. Okay, yeah, it looks like this is just a principle of restricted choice hand. And otherwise, we're good to go. We're going to lose the spade and 2 clubs. And I'll look at this video because this could be enlightening. I don't think we've had an actual restricted choice hand yet. It's a pretty useful idea. All right. Okay. Are they going to say we might as well try the queen? Might as well. That's exactly their wording. Might as well. Yeah, I don't. There's just no way to use the queen later. There's a bunch of times where you shouldn't take this finesse early because maybe you have some other way of using it. This happens a lot when someone leads through a king and there's like very little reason to put up a king because you know the other person has the ace on a suit contract. But here I just don't see any way to use the queen. All right, so we give it a shot. I wonder if they would actually fail us for not trying the queen. Must lose spade and 2 clubs, so we're going to have to play these hearts for no losers. So of course we'll play to the ace or king. Yeah, if both follow low, we just have to hope they're 2-2. If East follows with Jack or Queen, let's decide how to proceed. So yeah, we could still bang down the ace, hoping for 2-2. Hoping that East started with exactly Queen Jack. Or we can finesse, hoping that East started with a singleton Queen. Or as it was here, a singleton Jack. And I think the way they'll talk about this wording is that there's actually maybe it's a little tricky. I'll see how they say it first. Let's see if they give a compelling explanation. Yeah, we can also play for a singleton, honor, and hearts, and then cross back and finesse. Sacred Heart finesse is in fact superior. The mathematics that prove this assertion are quite complex. Are they going to leave it at that? So yeah, we call this the principle of restricted choice. The shorthand version is that if you have a choice of playing someone for a singleton versus a tight doubleton of 2 equivalent cards, in this case the queen and the jack, it's better to play them for the singleton. Okay, so I say restricted choice applies to decide between 2 possible defensive holdings involving cards of different ranks. Under these circumstances, the odds favor playing defender who's played 1 honor to not have the other one. This is how it's normally explained, is this paragraph here. That if they had both honors, there's a chance they would have played the other one. So you should assume that their choice was restricted. The reason you saw the queen wasn't because they chose to play the queen from Queen Jack, it's because they had no choice. I don't think it's very compelling. Yeah, it is very much related to the Monty Hall problem. In that, in the Monty Hall problem, the host is forced into revealing information in some cases. But yeah, it's tricky. I don't think I like you come to terms with it and you like accept it, but I feel like it's there's not like a really nice way of expressing it without going through the math. I don't know if the math is actually that complex. But yeah, it's a bit funny. And there's kind of some ways you could defeat restricted choice. By like randomizing your plays and things like that. But alright, I'll leave it there. I'm sure it will rear its head again. Alright, opposing bidding. 1 spade and 4 spades. Okay, let's take a quick counting. So that's likely 5-5 spades. This jump to 4 tends to show 5 spades. If East had 6 spades, they probably would have bid. Also, West might not have bid. So 5-5, very likely. It could be that West has 6 and East has 4. But those are the only distributions that I'm willing to entertain. Do you know anything about the high cards? So let's see. we have 12 high card points. Partner has 13, 25, so 15 between the two of them. And West is going to have a hefty majority of that, like, 10 and 5 is probably about right, but it could vary a fair bit. I don't really expect East to have, like, maybe even like 8 plus or so. They probably would have found an invite instead. But that might not be too relevant. Okay, so we are in 5 hearts. They force us up to 5. We have potentially a heart loser, a spade loser, and 3 club losers. So it's 5 losers. We can only afford 2. The spade loser, of course, can be roughed. The diamonds are a bunch of extra tricks, like 4 extra diamond winners. We also drop all of the black cards, all the black losers. We just need to get rid of trumps first in that case. Because if trumps are 2-2, we have no problem. If they're 3-1, if we end up losing a trick to the Queen of Hearts, we could be in trouble when West wins, because they might lead through our clubs. We're already lucky that the club wasn't led, potentially. We could have just been down off the top. So if we have to lose a heart, it would be nicer to lose it to righty, who cannot profitably attack clubs. Because if they attack clubs, they might get the heart and the ace of clubs, but then we'll be back in control, we can draw a trump, everything's good. So I think, under these circumstances, running the Jack of Hearts right now may be the best choice. If it wins, we just take all of our hearts and call it a day, get an overtrick. And if it loses to East, they can only cash 1 more trick before putting us on lead. Any reason to cash the Ace of Hearts first? You do Ace of Hearts and then I run? Any bad scenarios there? I think it's okay. One thing we can't do is like King of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, and then give up a heart. Because then our spade loser is exposed with no trumps and dummy. Playing the Ace of Hearts first seems fine. If they win the heart and they play a 3rd heart, that's no problem. We've got enough diamonds to pitch all the clubs and the spade. They play a diamond back after Ace of Hearts and a heart. Oh, is Ace of Hearts and a heart weird when trumps are 4-0? Oh, maybe. Ace of Hearts, Jack of Hearts into the Queen. And they play another heart. And now East is still holding on to a heart. And I need to now play the King of Diamonds back to draw the rest of the trump. Doesn't seem that dangerous. Maybe I'll find that playing the Jack of Hearts first is the right choice, but this seems okay to me. Oh, is this a problem here? Oh, is that I can't handle 4-0. Oh, okay. I see. Fair enough. We can't handle 4-0 when West has the 4 hearts, doing it that way. Okay, so those have to be first round finesse. And then maybe they can grab a club. But that's all they can get. Yeah, if hearts are 4-0 on the left, the first round finesse works, because then we can take the finesse twice. I'll get it. I'll mark that one as a near correct. I wasn't sure about 1 holding. All right. And another point in that hand as well is just that uh, the normal play in hearts is to take the ace king when you're missing the queen with 9 trump. But we have some very good reasons to not want to make it easy for West to get on lead. Okay, 4 spades. Oh, there's more bidding here. 2 hearts from West. So presumably 6 hearts there, and then 2 hearts for East. We could be losing, in the worst case, 2 spades, a heart, and a diamond. 4 losers. We can set up a diamond winner, which you could use to pitch a heart, but we won't have the timing for that because the heart loser is going to be exposed right away. In general, we would want to finesse against East for these missing spades, given that West has 6 hearts. East should have the spade length. And typically a lot of the rest of the strength as well. Um, Considering the possibility of, like, let's count losers from dummy just for a sec. That's from dummy, it's 2 spades, 2 hearts. Oh, and still a diamond. And potentially another diamond. I don't think a dummy reversal is quite right. The benefit to ducking this heart as opposed to grabbing it is that we can run East out of hearts by winning the second heart, which stops East from getting back into West's hand later. But I don't see why that would necessarily matter. Oh, this might prevent us. It might prevent a ruff, actually. There's some chance that getting a roughing in our hand might be kind of annoying. If we take the ace of hearts and work on spades, West might win and force us to ruff once in our hand, and forcing us to ruff with one of our decent intermediates. If we duck this first heart and they continue hearts, we could then do something like king of spades and then run a spade into East, and East can't force us to ruff. That's like the one interesting thing that I see so far. Well, I'll do this just to cut off the communication. We strongly suspect that hearts are 6-2. And if I'm trying to keep West off lead just to avoid a ruff in my hand, then like king of spades and then running the 10. But like the problem here is just that we lose 2 spades and a diamond at this point. It doesn't quite work. Like the most naive thing that comes to mind is taking ace of hearts and playing a spade. Like, I can start playing ace of spades and then a spade, and then I get forced to ruff. But let's not play the ace of spades, because I'd like to be able to take this finesse twice. Let's see. They win. They make us ruff. Pitching a club, which is a little dangerous. But I do still get to finesse again, which comes to an. Just give them both spades. Yeah, okay, well, that'll do it. Hmm. Any reason we'd want to set this diamond trick up early? As an entry? Not quite sure. Because we still need to rough, presumably. I now get 2 entries to finesse with, like 1 in diamonds. That's now counting on like a double finesse here, right? Oh, not quite. This is already problematic unless yeah, okay. I'm not sure what's happening in this one. It strikes me as prudent to do this first round heart deck. Oh, maybe take this finesse that is fine at this point, because if West follows, I'm only losing 1 spade. And if West doesn't follow, I have an entry. Like, sure, they forced me to rough, but I can just draw the last turn. Oh, though I do need East to have the ace of diamonds in this world. If my diamond trick isn't set up. So maybe there is a reason to set the diamond trick up early. Oh, they got it. They have no hearts left. Okay. We did it, question mark? Let's take a look at this layout and see, like, what did I do that was good? If I hadn't ducked that first heart, so I just played ace of spades and a spade. It still forced me to rough. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, true. We would like to be careful. Start by decking the opening lead. Alright. If the closed hand is forced to rough hearts and trumps for 4-1, yeah. Oh, that's true. We did end up roughing a heart, but I guess not at a time that was dangerous. We win the heart continuation. Now we're able to take our 2 finesses. Oh, we're able to take the ace of spades and 2 finesses. Which wasn't true if we had roughed a heart first. We have to take 2 finesses right away. And we could lose some singleton honor over here. But now, because we've ducked that first round of hearts, we can play spades a little bit better. Yeah. And if they are 3-2, then it's not a problem that we take the rough. We don't take the rough until we find out that they're 3-2. True. And we have to hope the ace of diamonds is with East, though that's pretty likely on the bidding. Okay. Alright. Yeah, intuition about ducking the heart to cut off communications was a valuable one. Four spades. Could lose a spade and some number of hearts. Diamonds and clubs are okay, but it is possible to lose 3 hearts in this holding. Imagine East with let's say, a singleton king right now. We put up the queen, East wins the singleton king. Well, it doesn't win, we win the ace. But now West has a 10-9-8 of hearts, and we lose 3 hearts. Okay. Or similarly, if we don't play the queen, let's run to the ace. We might still later take a heart finesse and find out that, oh, actually, it's interesting. If we duck this heart right now, if East plays the king, we're fine probably. If East plays low and we win, we can take the heart finesse later, and either it's on side or the hearts are splitting. But a heart ruff is also a possibility. Because we do need to give up a spade at some point. And so yeah, there could be a heart ruff. Which maybe we can, I don't know if we can avoid it in some way else. We can play like heart. We play low and win with the ace and draw a trump. My concern is West wins, plays another heart. And then I won't know whether it's right to put the queen up or not. Putting the queen up is going to be right if East has another heart, but wrong if they're out. Could it be right to duck the first heart entirely? That might solve us a guess, right? If we duck, we know we have to lose at least 1 heart. If we duck the heart right now, and West persists with another heart, we can play low from dummy, and we'll react accordingly to whether East roughs or not. If East doesn't rough, we just take the ace and we're done. If they do rough, we'll have to return some other suit. Oh, they can still get 3 heart tricks that way, right? Because they could rough again. Would be okay as long as East doesn't have 3 spades. I think this is the best option. Oh, they do play the king. Interesting. The full duck might still be quite a good idea. The concern now, when we take the ace, is that this was a singleton king. We play a spade, West wins it, and then they do a heart ruff. Oh, well, how would they get back for another ruff, though? If I win the ace right now and play a spade, West leads a heart. Oh, but if I duck it, West could win, just play another heart, and yeah, we're in some trouble. I think ducking this heart is going to help us prevent a guess. I might want entries back to the long spades, maybe, so I'll win up here. Okay, a spade. And I assume a heart. And we don't need to quit the queen. We can see what East is trying to do. If East roughs, that's fine. They can have that trick. Our hearts are good. And we're done. Yeah, and at no point did we risk having an honor roughed. Alright. Yeah, exciting times. It sure looks like the plays are to either, try to put the queen up in dummy or win with the ace without playing the queen, but it turns out the answer is neither. When you're worried about honors potentially getting roughed, it's worth manufacturing a situation where you don't have to commit the honor until you know what's happening in the distribution of that suit. All right. A 1 spade, 2 spade. No bidding from either opponent could be relevant. Neither of them opened. 2 initial passes. That will limit how much they could each have. We appear to have a lot of top losers. 2 hearts, a club, and a diamond could be lost right away. Plus, there could be some rough, likely in hearts. If we lose 3 hearts, a club, and a diamond right away, then we'll have to play spades for no losers, which looks like a guess of where the queen is. Luckily, if they are about to cash, ace, king. Oh, sorry, actually have two losers in each red suit. So 2 heart losers, 1 club loser, 2 diamond losers. Okay. Luckily, if they actually do go and cash these, ace, king, ace, ace, king, we're gonna find out a fair bit about where the high card points are. And thanks to the auction, that's likely to be all the information we need. Okay, so West has the ace and king of hearts, presumably. I'm sure we'll find out right now. It could be King Doubleton. Okay, we saw the king of hearts from West. The king of diamonds from East. Ace of diamonds from East. So that's 7 from East, 3 from West. And that's 7 from each of them. Good thing that wasn't roughed. Okay, we haven't found out about the ace of clubs yet, but we'd quite like to know, because if they each have 7 high card points so far, whoever has the ace of clubs does not have the queen of spades, because that would give them 13 in total. So we should very much like to find out where the ace of clubs is, which we can find out on our own by just playing clubs. This comes at the risk of a possible diamond ruff. It completely solves our guess in spades, but you might also imagine that the diamond ruff could have happened if it existed. And in any case, 4-3 diamonds is better than 50%. That's better than trying to do the spade guess. I want to say it is 63%. 62% for 4-3 split. Yeah, banking on the diamond split is better than hoping we guess the spades right. Let us do the discovery play on our own. Find out where the ace of clubs is. Okay, West had the ace of clubs, therefore East has the queen of spades. We can only take this finesse once because we only have just the jack here, so it's fine to play the king first. And there we have it. Another good point counting hand. $15 from us, all right. Okay, more opposing bidding. 2 hearts and 3 hearts. And that was the opening bid. Okay, so expect 6 hearts over here and only 2 hearts over here. Which makes 3 heart bid a little bit surprising, but chances are West is bidding this on some strength as well. But all right. We have a spade loser and 2 heart losers. And those are fast and unavoidable. In clubs, we have 1 slow loser, which looks like the loser we're going to have to deal with. The downside is these clubs aren't great. If we have the jack of clubs, we have a lot more play. How do you avoid a club loser? The holding that comes to mind, which is possible, is a singleton club honor with righty. In that case, we could play the ace of clubs, then take a club finesse. If West has both club honors, then unless they're doubleton, which they're not on this auction, almost certainly, then we could play the ace king of clubs, but no, I don't think so. I guess it'd be exciting if we played the ace of clubs and West dropped a club loser. Well, then we play a low club, and if they played small at that point, I think we just take the club finesse. So that'd be quite the messing around from them. Not the only play I see in clubs. No particular chance of like an elimination here. Oh, maybe kind of. If West had both clubs and we got them on lead, and their only choice of lead was a club, if they play low, we actually could put the 10 in the first time. And if they played an honor, we'd then let that run to the ace, then finesse them later. But setting up for that elimination and throw in means eliminating diamonds and then throwing them in spades. And a couple problems there are that East could have the ace of spades, so no luck. Also, it means we have to play 3 rounds of diamonds before we play any trump, and that sounds pretty scary when East is known to have long hearts. Okay, these first 2 tricks, pretty forced. They overtake, that's fair. And play another heart. Okay, and West is out of hearts, but luckily we can rough high. Oh, sure, that could happen. That's fine. Oh, was there a reason to pitch the... I didn't think about pitching the club at that point, but that... Oh, that can't have been right. They would have lost that plus ace of diamonds, or ace of spades. Okay. Yeah, my only really real thought here is just to play clubs as mentioned. I guess we can learn the distribution entirely. Let's see. Oh, there's only 1 spade from this guy? There's 3 spades from East? Okay. Is it also 3 diamonds from East? Oh, I'm just like just missing drawing trump. Sorry, let's draw all the trump showing. Oh no, I've ruined the hand. Oops. Okay. Oh, one more time. Yeah, we can get the distribution actually quite cleanly, which is cool. All right, try again here. Ace of hearts. Yeah, we can't let this heart go. If I pitched a club, East would win, and they win the ace of spades, so that's no good. So we do rough it. West decides to over rough it. Sure. We still have 3 rounds of trump to draw. Let's see, 1 spade from East, 2 spades from East, 3 spades from East. All right, so that's 6 hearts and 3 spades. And 2 diamonds. So East actually has 2 clubs. That means I should not try the club finesse, quite likely. If I play load the ace of clubs and East drops an honor, that's really interesting. Oh, and very, very silly, presumably, from East, because if they held on to that honor, they'd have a guaranteed club trick. So East could probably can't mess around by dropping honor. If they dropped an honor, I think I'd have to play them for both honors. Like, this looks like a restricted choice position where, oh, East played an honor, so I should do the finesse. But we know East has another club. And this is quite the gambit from East. If they play the jack from jack small, because that might cost them the contract, they would know that I could then take a successful finesse. And perhaps even I'd be likely to take a successful finesse, so I wasn't paying enough attention. But I don't think it's a good gambit from East to throw the club. I think they just have both honors. Yeah. An interestingly different hand. It looks like that same restricted choice position, but if we're counting the distribution properly, we know East had 2 clubs. Also, quite a strong 2 hearts bid. I guess it's right, but that is a maximally strong 2 hearts bid. And a very interesting 3 hearts bid from West. I don't think I would have done so. Old school bidding. 1, 3, 6 clubs. Oh, I guess we have controls everywhere. Okay, clubs are looking good. Diamonds are okay. Potential spade loser, potential heart loser. On a really bad day, 2 heart losers. Okay, so we have 2 finesses potentially. Nice thing about the spade finesse is it's a finesse you only have to do once. It works, you're good to go. Hearts, you could have to repeat it a couple times. Also, it's possible that even if you repeat it a couple times, it might still not be good enough. If East has 4 hearts, oh sorry, if East has, oh no, East has 4 hearts. I think that's fine, right? If you repeat the finesse twice, you get 3 heart tricks, so you can ruff a heart. That's okay. But the heart finesse does have to be repeated twice. Doesn't look like a problem here. We have a lot of club entries. But when faced with the finesses, we may also want to consider if we can avoid the finesses entirely. If we got lefty on lead at some moment where they were forced to lead either hearts or spades, that would be handy. Actually, forcing them to lead hearts isn't very useful. Because they could actually lead into the ace queen jack, holding like king third, and they would still get a heart trick in the end. Forcing West to lead a spade, that would be useful. Then we get a guaranteed trick. Yeah, is there some throw-in I can do in hearts? Because we can certainly eliminate the diamonds. We could play ace of diamonds, ruff a diamond, over with a club, ruff another diamond. We get rid of all the diamonds. But it's hard to manufacture getting West on lead. Oh, we could do I was imagining ace of hearts, then leading up towards the queen jack multiple times. If East wins at some point, we can actually use a heart to pitch a spade from dummy and ruff a spade. And if West wins, the fact that we played the ace of hearts first increases the chance that when they win with the king, they're out of hearts. And we force lead the spade. And so this way, we're still taking the finesse. Whenever East has either, if East doesn't have the heart king and West wins it and is able to exit safely, we can still do the spade finesse. Okay, we just gain an extra chance though, because we also win. So we win if East has either major honor or major king. We also win if West has singleton or doubleton king of hearts by playing for elimination. I think that sounds decent. Let's see. I'd like to eliminate the diamonds. Over here with a club to pitch another diamond. We're going to be a little picky here, so I should probably take the ace of clubs here for maximum entries. So I need an entry to the heart finesse, and then another entry. So ace of hearts. West still has a club, right? Actually need to be careful about that. Oh, that's not true. Okay. Sorry, I'm like messing up all the counting on this hand. All right. let me restart and make this cleaner because there were like 2 undos on that. Okay, ace of diamonds. Oh, I forgot just how many clubs we had. It was a lot of clubs. Okay, we rough. Draw 1 round. They still have another one. Rough with the ace just for maximum entries. I think we actually need to draw this last round. Oh, sorry, I actually messed it up a second time. We do not do that. We need to unblock this first. Not unblock per se. Okay, king of clubs. Play the heart. Try for the finesse. When it doesn't work, we hope that he's out of hearts. And that's indeed the case. Out of hearts. Forced to concede a spade trick. If they play a diamond, we would rough and slop a spade. Okay. A very poor execution from me, but all the right ideas. We gain a little bit of extra chance by playing for this elimination. I will not mark that as fully correct because that was a very botched execution. Requiring no further than 3 undos. There's an auction. All right. I feel like I might have gone a little bit more scientific than that. But I agree that the 2 hearts positive should show the ace of hearts. And I guess most other cards South has are going to be useful. All right, no losers. All right, we hope for. Hearts are fine. Actually, where do I want to count losers from? Maybe from both hands. If I count from the long trump hand as normal, there's like actually what we'd call 3 spade losers potentially. So of course, we could rough 2 of them, or maybe we rough 1, drop 1 on the king of diamonds, and lose 1. That would be fine. So ace of spades, lose a spade, rough a spade, drop a spade. If I play this from North's hand, we would imagine doing like 3 diamond roughs, which we totally could do. I guess only 2 diamond roughs. We pitch one on a club. That sounds fine. Oh, sorry, we're doing 7 hearts. Actually, dear to all the losers. All the losers. So it does seem like we would need the spade finesse. We can't. Oh, that's not quite true. We've got clubs from our hand we could use to pitch the queen of spades. That line involves roughing 3 spades in dummy, which is possible. Let's see. So that's winning a heart, ace of clubs, king of clubs, queen of clubs pitching a spade, ace of spades. Oh, actually, we'll need to rough 2 spades. King of diamonds dropping a spade. We should do the diamonds first. We can end in our hand to rough. Let's see, that's a heart. Ace of diamonds, king of diamonds dropping a spade. Ace of clubs, king of clubs, queen of clubs also dropping a spade. I probably unblocked the ace of spades at some point in that line. So I can rough a spade, come back with a heart, rough a spade. Still getting back here is a little scary. So we need to like rough a third round of diamonds. Oh, which I could rough high at that point. And then draw one more round. Visualizing that entire line is a bit tricky. But it might work. We're going to want probably the ability to draw 3 rounds of hearts with high hearts. So here's one of them. So we draw one high round. That's the 10 and the 2. Ace of spades. Ace, king of diamonds, dropping a spade. Ace of clubs, king of clubs, queen of clubs, pitching the queen of spades. Roughing with, let's say, the jack of hearts. King to the ace as my second high round. I still have the 9-8 here, 9-8-3 here. Roughing high. Roughing a diamond high, drawing the last trump. I think this line might work. What's the most dangerous part of this line? I think it's playing 3 rounds of clubs. I can't have a 6-2 club split, and I also need to not have a 6-1 diamond split. Okay, seems all right. A little clunky. A fly in the ointment. All right. So we need to be able to draw 3 more rounds of hearts. That means my high rough back in diamonds isn't such a good idea. That's ace of diamonds, king of diamonds. Oh, maybe I don't rough a spade. Oh, could I cross rough all of these from this point? If I could cash the 2 diamonds and the 3 club tricks, could I then rough 3 diamonds down here, 3 spades up here? Let's see. So my side tricks are 1 spade, 2 diamonds is 3, 3 clubs is 6. I would then need 7 heart tricks. Here's 1. 3 spade roughs is 4. And then 3 high hearts here is 7. I could lose, and then this last heart disappears somewhere. Ace of diamonds. Diamond rough with a 3. Club, club, club. Pitch. Cross rough high. Does this work? Ace of diamonds. Here. I don't actually need to play the king of diamonds. I can just rough this. Which actually, yeah, sorry, I think I don't need the 3 of hearts, right? I'm actually allowed to rough it high. Oh my god, I ruined the hand. I'm trying to count just 7 tricks and hearts. That's ace of spades. Ace of diamonds. Ace of clubs. I need 3 rounds of clubs to stand up on this line. Not sure if that'll work. Apparently, no. Okay. Like this hand feels really weird to reason about. I should have just played that 10 of hearts at the very beginning, given that I had no choice. Just so I could not spend that time wondering about 3-1 hearts. Technically, we have a choice here. We could win this in our hand. I think that'd be a mistake. So we need to be able to draw 3 more rounds of hearts and not lose a spade. A spade finesse is still a live possibility. One, two, three, four, six, 7. 6 more heart tricks. Diamonds. King of diamonds. Oh no, this has the same issue. I can't safely pitch that queen of spades. And yeah, just taking the finesse seems a little poor. I'm sure there's something more exciting we can do. If I do the dummy reversal, if I take the 3 diamond roughs in this hand with 3 high hearts, I'll still have 3 hearts to draw with. And then the idea is to pitch the queen of spades on a winning club at the end. Diamond's rough. Ace of clubs rough. Ace of spades rough. Yeah, isn't that pretty good? Maybe that's pretty good, actually. Let's see. Ace of diamonds. We rough a diamond high. Ace of clubs. We rough a diamond high. Ace of spades. We rough a diamond high. Yeah, perfect. We draw trump. And we pitch a spade on the queen of clubs. After playing the king of diamonds. Planning. Okay, maybe this is our first actual dummy reversal. Yeah, if we can't lose from this hand, we just count them as like a spade and 3 diamonds. We've got a club to get rid of the spade, switching to rough 3 diamonds, and we're actually able to rough 3 diamonds high. Let's see if they describe it like a dummy reversal. And let me mark this one down as wrong. We got there in the end. Alright. Taking the spade finesses. Well, South's only possible losers are in spades. What about these diamonds, yo? But sure. Think quit describing the queen and 3rd club. True. I'd later be able to cross rough. Does fail, but has 2 clubs. It's true. Yeah, there we go. Look at the problem from Dummy's point of view. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to see. Do they talk about this as a dummy reversal? And indeed. Lots going on in this auction. A heart from west, a 2 hearts bid from east. So west with 5 or 6 hearts. I would guess 6 hearts from west and 3 from east. That could be 5-4. As far as where the missing points are, these hearts could kind of be all over the place. Okay, clubs are looking okay. Diamonds are okay. We'd like to not lose 3 spades. Ooh, maybe this will be our interesting elimination hand. Let me see. Maybe not quite though. Oh, but maybe. If we get rid of all the hearts, and we should still not lose all 3 spade tricks, right? If we get rid of all the hearts and all the diamonds, and then we play a spade, and we cover whatever West plays. Like if West plays the ace, we're good because the king wins. If West plays queen or jack, we play the king. And if West plays low, we put in the 10. That then puts East on lead, and they have to lead another spade. Oh, I guess if West puts in the queen jack and we cover. Oh, then it goes like jack, king, ace. Yeah, and the 10 is still a positional stopper. So this might actually be our hand, where we have a throw in the same suit where we're trying to avoid a loser. But first we have to get rid of all the hearts. We get rid of one now. We need 3 more entries to dummy to get rid of 3 more hearts. There's king of diamonds, queen of diamonds. We could also ruff a diamond. Let's see. So we have how many of these? 10 clubs? Okay. If clubs are 2-1, we can do this really safely. Nice. Oh, maybe not really safely. I don't really want to ruff a diamond. Is it possible I can only do a partial elimination? I play another club. I've got 2 entries to dummy to ruff 2 more hearts. That might get rid of East's hearts. We don't need to get rid of hearts necessarily from North's hand as long as East has no more hearts. Because the problem with roughing drawing a trump and then roughing is that we no longer have a rough and slough threat at that point. Let me try the partial elimination line first. So we get rid of the clubs. We try to get rid of as many hearts as we can. Oops. Oh, not that card. Hopefully we don't break everything. Get rid of 1 heart. Okay. And another heart. And we're hoping East is out of hearts. Oh, sorry. I can actually get rid of the last heart like that. Perfect. That eliminates hearts. Okay, and now we should be good to go. So we play a spade. If West plays the ace, we're done, because king wins. Whatever else West plays, we cover it cheaply. Doesn't matter if this loses to East, because now what can East do? If they play a spade, we'll eventually win the king. And if they play anything else, we rough and slough a spade. Just like that. They get a spade, but that's it. Okay, didn't need a partial elimination. We were able to get rid of that last heart on the ace of diamonds. Nice. And yeah, I guess the hand is actually cold when trumps are 2-1. And if they're 3-1, we can't do our elimination because we don't have a trump in each hand for the final end play. So we just have to try to do something intelligent in spades. Four spades. A potential spade loser. Hearts look good. Clubs look good. 2 diamond losers. All right, at a glance, that is 3 losers in our 4 spades contract, 2 diamonds and a spade. I think, as is often the case, the sneaky extra danger is potentially getting forced in diamonds into roughing a spade, or roughing a diamond with a spade in our hand, which could make our spade position a little bit weak. If someone's got 4 spades, we'll have to be very careful about taking 2 roughs in our hand and manufacturing a spade loser. Okay, so these diamonds, pretty forced to lose these first 2. King, queen, sure. 11 diamonds now. There is a choice of, roughing this or not. Not roughing it looks a little dangerous because we'd have to work around the queen of spades at that point, and the spade holding is actually not so great. If righty has the queen of spades, we can only do the finesse once. So we would fail if each had, queen fourth of spades. And if lefty has the queen of spades, it'd have to be, queen third again, because we can only do the finesse once. So this finesse is actually less than 50%, because it doesn't pick up all the different lengths. If we rough, a big concern is ending up with a second diamond rough. The nice thing right now, though, is that North is out of diamonds, so they could take the next diamond hit. So we could rough this and then take the spade finesse. If it loses, they can't actually force us in diamonds, because we would rough in North's hand, and we'd be good to go. Strikes me as the safe approach. Spade finesse right away. If it loses and they try to play a diamond, we're ready for them. This looks like a rough and slough, but it's not, because we just have no losers in our hand. And that's actually an important defensive skill, is recognizing when a rough and slough isn't actually productive. Because sometimes the rough and slough is actually the safe lead. Like, we have no losers to get rid of here. Let's say I just get rid of a 9. Okay. And now we did not get tapped, and now we can still draw 3 more rounds of spades. Which is useful when spades are splitting 4-2. As indeed they are. Okay. Yeah, whenever there's that threat of taking too many roughs in the long hand, I should try to manufacture a way to take the rough in the short hand instead. And we didn't mind too much if that spade finesse lost. Because we were fine losing a spade and 2 diamonds. We had to make sure not to lose a second spade by roughing too many times. Okay, last one for today. The Reno. I think I haven't played a lot of no trump contracts actually in today's video. We played any no trump contracts? Been a lot of like interesting trump stuff. I don't remember playing any no trump today. Okay. 2 spades, 2 hearts is 4. 3 clubs is 7. And we'll need some more tricks. We have our classic setup, 2 stoppers to knock out in diamonds, 2 stoppers in spades, and they're winning the race, so can't actually use these diamonds. We'll need something out of the clubs. This first trick is pretty forced, let's just handle that. So, these clubs, we have 7 of them. We have 4 tricks outside of clubs, so we would like to get 5 club tricks. If they are 3-3, we can unblock the king of clubs, go over with the ace, run clubs. But 4-2 is much more likely. Well, not much more, but it is more likely. So it's a 40% to 50%. So what are some alternatives? We'd love to like duck a club somewhere, but there's not really a space to do that. A possibility is king to the ace and then playing a club. Oh, sorry, king to the ace and then the queen and then a club? Is that actually helpful anyway? When clubs are 3-3, we're still fine. We lose unnecessary trick, but we're still fine. When clubs are 4-2, oh, because yeah, clubs are 4-2 in the other line, where we take the king of clubs, come over here, ace queen play. Yeah, we lose when clubs are 4-2. It's like Jack 10 doubleton. But this line, king to the ace, queen, and then low, actually works against 4-2 as long as the person who has 4 doesn't have the jack and the 10. It is a strictly better line, I think. Because the other one will lose if the person with 4 clubs, so playing king, then ace of hearts, run the clubs, fails if the person with 4 clubs has either club honor. Either or both. But this line fail or succeeds unless they have both. The club intermediates are just strong enough to support doing this. So yeah, all this looks wasteful. Will succeed as long as the person with 4 clubs doesn't have both honors. Yeah, as long as one of the jack or 10 drops here, then these clubs are still strong enough that we can set them up. Yeah. All right. And there's our tricks. It was a fairly successful day. Barring the hand I had to undo 4 times. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Back again next time with the latter half of level 3B.